YouTube? Bass Dad here, man. I'm back for another one. You know why we're here? You saw it on the thumbnail. We've got the Surge 4K amp, Surge Audio. I've been after one of these for quite a while, and I want to thank my guy Miguel for actually providing this amplifier for me. It wasn't provided by Surge, it was provided by a viewer named Miguel. I am going to be keeping the amplifier, but I did not promise Mr. Miguel or Surge Audio any specific outcome or any promised thought. All that being said, for full disclosure, I appreciate it, Miguel. I'm going to keep his last name private just for his protection and safety and all that stuff. Let's dive into this Surge Audio amplifier. The bass knob, you see it's a little used as well. This is probably, actually the amplifier looks really good. The bass knob's got a few little scratches and stuff on it. So this isn't representative of what you would get from Surge Audio, but you can tell what it was. It's very similar to the Down for Sound bass knobs. Got the voltage, got the temperature, and let's see, power, protection, and clip light. Nice, smooth potentiometer, full quality. And it looks like voltage in Celsius or Fahrenheit, and then the power, protection, and clip light. Got the phone jack style connector, so it doesn't come out. And I like this bass knob a lot. Like it a lot. Not real sure how you put it on. Oh, okay, I see. It looks like he altered it. It probably had some tabs at one point, and now they're gone. So most likely when you order one new, there's some tabs. Now we're actually doing a Surge Audio 3K next. If you guys see me look up there, there's a monitor up there, and it's hard sometimes not to look at it. But I'm trying my hardest. We are doing a 3K from Surge that they did provide for us. So you'll actually see what the bass knob looks like from them. This one used to have tabs, and then you would drill upwards into whatever you want to mount it on. But like the bass knob a lot. It's a very nice bass knob. We've seen it several times with several different amplifiers. Most commonly, the Down for Sound line seems to all have these, as well as Team Pie. And this one, I think I've even seen some for Sundown Audio. I think I've seen some of these on some of their amplifiers as well. So we're gonna put that to the side. Then we're gonna take a look at the amplifier. Here you can see that we've got everything that we like, the Tiffany RCAs. It's able to be strapped. It's a nice Korean board. It's got a clear acrylic bottom, so you can see the insides, which we will show you at the end of the show, so stay around for that. As well as on this side, we've got dual power and grounds, and I really like that on an amp like this because it's only a 4K, and there's lots of 4Ks that don't have the dual power and grounds. As well as we have 4 speaker leads or outputs, and those are great, man. I love to see those. We've got our normal gain, some sonic filter, low pass. We also have bass boost. I don't ever use bass boost. I know some people do though. So that is on there. Metal potentiometers. Now, do those metal potentiometers and Tiffany RCAs and clear bottoms really affect the way that this thing works? No. But it's nice looking. And I don't know about you, but I like things that look nice. Now, it has to perform as well. I'd rather it perform than look nice, but it's never a bad idea to have the best of both worlds. So I hope that's what we see here. I do like the way the amplifier looks. It's really quality. It feels quality. I love the gray on it. It really is different. Sundown has gray salt amplifiers and stuff. They don't look like this. This is smooth. It's great. I really appreciate the look of this amplifier. And I have to say, it's probably one of the best looking amplifiers, in my opinion, that's out right now. But this amplifier, super clean looking, looks great. Love the logo. The guy who runs this company is Colin Buckeye. I've spoken to Colin many times. Actually, he was supposed to do an interview with me. He just got a little caught up. It's been really busy for him in a good way. Busy means probably more money, more business. So we didn't get him for an interview, but he was nice enough to send us a Surge Audio 3K to do as well, and we will cover that on the very next episode of Bass Dad. So guys, let's hook this amplifier up and just see how much power it makes. Let's flip it on, see if it blows up. Got green. All right, real quick, let me explain how this works. You can see the voltage meter at the top is by LF Audio. Thank you to them for giving us that. That's going to tell us our voltage. And right next to it, we've got a smartphone. And what that does is it receives the display from a clamp meter that I have around the power cable. And that'll tell us our amp draw. Down in the bottom there, you can see SMD. And that is an AMM1. That's going to tell us our ohm load plus our watts. And right next to that, we have our SMD DD1. That's going to let us know what kind of signal we're pushing through it. And right behind it, I have one of the 4 power supplies I have. And today, for the first time, I'm using a new battery that Jag35 sent me. This is from a Nissan Leaf. It's a recovered Nissan Leaf battery. I like using recovered batteries because they're good for the environment. Let's see how it performs today. Surge Audio 4 ohms. So, yep. We got 1930. 1930. I think there's some scary noises, doesn't it? 170 amps, 1930 on power. So for our 4 ohm uncertified test, we got 1930 for wattage. That was at 14.22 volts. Gave us an efficiency of 80%. Track at 40 hertz. Ready? Let's go. 40 hertz burst. Man, I'm like, that battery's really kind of keeping up there. It's doing bad. No, we hadn't put a lot of power on it, but I'd definitely say it's getting it. So there's our 40 hertz test, guys. We got 1942 dynamically and pretty close to the same thing uncertified. So let's go on up to 2 ohm. 40 hertz track. Uncertified. 40 hertz at 2 ohms. Let's go. Wow, 3086. We got 3086 at 2 ohms. All right, guys, for our 2 ohm uncertified test, we got a final wattage of 3086, 13.78 volts, 319 amps, which gives us an efficiency of 70%. 40 hertz, 2 ohm dynamic. Let's go. A little bit. 3327. So far, so good, guys. Let's go down on 1 ohm. 1 ohm test coming up next. 1 ohm sine wave test. You guys ready? Let's go. Definitely got over our power. We got 4475. The result of our 1 ohm uncertified test was 4,475,000 watts at 480 amps, and that leaves us with a 70% efficiency. Amp did really well, 475 watts over rated power. 1 ohm dynamic. Holy moly. Now, this amp didn't really show that much dynamic headroom until 1 ohm. So the Surge audio amplifier did excellent. I didn't do the speaker test. I didn't really get any feedback last time if you guys liked that or didn't like it or whatever. It's a lot of trouble to do inside my house. So until somebody says they don't like that we're not doing it, I'll probably just keep it like this. We will probably return to doing that once we get out in the shop. I am using the AI camera to do my closing thoughts because I thought it would be cool. Didn't want to break out the big camera. But guys, the Surge audio amp was a pleasure to do. It did really well. The new battery from Jack 35 did really well. It only got down to 13.7 as long as we kept it above 1 ohm. Once we started going below 1 ohm, it started pulling quite a bit, which is to be expected. I love recovered batteries. I hate to see waste and stuff like that. So that's why I keep looking at batteries from Battery Hookup and batteries from Jack 35. So it will get its own review eventually. I'm only one person, all right? Guys, if there's any questions you have about the Surge audio amplifier, there is a link there to Down for Sound. That is an affiliate link. If you want to support this channel, it's a great way to do it. Another way to support this channel is by memberships. You get a membership for $2.99 and you get to see different content and other stuff like that. And I use the money to buy amplifiers, wire, other things to keep this show going. I don't do it for any companies. I do it for you guys and for my own personal knowledge. So we can know what amps actually do the power that they say they do, or which ones do more, which ones don't do more, because that information is useful. When you go to make your purchases or when you go to install one of these, even it being underrated is important to know so you don't like blow up your subwoofers or buy something that puts out way more power than you needed, and vice versa. If it's overrated, you'll know that too, so you don't waste your money, or you can get the exact thing that you need for your exact build. Guys, it's always a pleasure. I've got more dynos and more reviews coming up. I've got a ton of things to do for a ton of different, not for a ton of different companies, but with a ton of different companies. The AI camera died. All I was going to say is, as always, guys, you can watch more of my videos on YouTube and Facebook right now. All right, guys, time for the low ohm test. I ran this at 0.7 first. That's what we're going to see right here. So we get 7,078 watts at 0.7 dynamically. All right, and here's our half ohm test, guys. And let me say, during this whole process, this thing never cut off or went into protection once. Now at a half an ohm, we get 7,398 watts out of a 4,000 watt amp. That's insane. I would have no problem running this at a half an ohm. And I talked to the manufacturer. Colin said it's perfectly fine to run at 0.5.